Why is financial literacy the first goal that you should be focused on? Hey, Jason here. If you're new to the channel, I'm an expat slash nomad. I've been at this for 10 years now. I am now on my fourth country, third continent, here in the southern region of Africa in Lusaka, Zambia. And what I wanted to do now is just we're going through a 30-day financial challenge, and it's about financial literacy and financial freedom. If you was here for yesterday, the first day we defined financial literacy and financial freedom. So I hope you did that. If you're new here today, go and watch that video after here. If you're on YouTube, you can watch it at Jason Chaney 777. It's in the playlist. If you're here on TikTok, just go to YouTube and subscribe to Jason Chaney 777, and you can watch it there. And so today we're going to be talking about why is financial literacy the first goal, and going to give you an action step to do also. Now, like I said, if you were here yesterday, I gave you my personal definition of financial literacy, which is me increasing my awareness to understand how to use money as a tool. Hey, how you doing, Miss D James? Also, if you're on YouTube and you don't want to just catch the replays, follow me on TikTok, Jason Chaney 777. Exact same name. I'm across every platform. I'm the same. And you can catch the live videos there to where you can actually be a part of it. Jimmy, hey, how's it going, brother? How you doing today? And so the reason why financial literacy is the first goal is as you increase your awareness, your understanding of money, then you can start going for your level of financial freedom. We've been taught to do things kind of backwards, like, oh, work hard, work hard, work hard. Work hard is not going to help you. You cannot out earn your spending habits, especially if you have bad spending habits. This is one of the things that we're not talked about psychologically. If you make $30,000 a year and then you get a raise or you increase your earning up to $100,000 a year, you're going to just spend more money. You're not going to be setting aside some of that $70,000 like you think you would. This is something even I used to think this, like, oh, I can out earn exactly what I'm doing. Just if I hit this magic number, my life will change. And the truth is, my life did not change until I started to learn and understand how to utilize money. One of the things I love that Bob Proctor teaches is money is a servant to you. You do not serve money. So like if you're someone that's chasing after money a lot, look at your spending habits and you may see that you're a servant to your money. And you need to actually reverse that. Make money serve you. What are the things that you actually want in life? What are the things that you actually want to achieve? If your money is not reflecting going there, then it means you're serving money. And so you want to be very cautious on that because it's a slippery slope. Trust me, I am very open and honest about, I did not have a good financial grounding when I first, as an adult. Really until I became about 29, 30 is when I really started getting a little bit of a grasp on how to save money and how to really get the dreams that I wanted instead of just sitting there angry and upset at everyone. Like, oh, these rich people living a good life while I'm sitting here suffering. And the truth was I could have been living a great life all this time if I would have knew how to sacrifice and do things correctly with money. And I'm pretty sure you could too. And so because, as I said earlier, that you're making more money is not going to get you out of debt. You have to learn how to utilize the money you have. And if you don't agree with it, look at lotto winners. I think the number is about 95 to 97% of all lottery winners. Within 5 years, their life is worse than before they won the lottery. And that's not just America. That's all around the world. Like in South Africa, they have a show called I Blew It. And it shows people that got large sums of money, won lotteries, maybe got some kind of inheritance or something. And 3 to 5 years, most of those people went completely broke. They're, purchasing women, using money to get their attention, drinking, buying all these cars, all these homes, just investing in liabilities instead of assets. And one of the things that you always hear them saying is they're like, man, I used to always tell myself if I got enough money, I was going to make it change my life. And the truth is they're not. And this is how most of us actually operate. When we have money, especially when extra money is coming in, it doesn't change our life because we're throwing it out. We have all these things that we want. all these things are like, man, now I got it. It's just burning a hole in your pocket. One of the things I like to do is when I actually get paid my pension every month, I don't like to go out. I don't go out and celebrate. I don't do anything. I sit my butt in the house. And what they're doing is I'm disciplining myself to not get excited when money's coming to me. You need to be in a very neutral state emotionally when you're getting money. Like if someone was to give you $1 million today, you should be able to just sit there and not do anything for at least maybe a week or two. Because you have to start disciplining yourself with money. Because once you start disciplining yourself with money, then you can start focus and use money around for the opportunities that's there. Like I like to try to tell people when they first become an expat, it's like, look, you're going to have this honeymoon phase, this excited phase, but you need to get back to reality really fast. And what I mean by getting back to reality is you need to calm down because you're just going to be spending money. Oh, this is cheap. Oh, this is affordable. But that money is going to run out. And this is where you see a lot of people who cannot sustain themselves long term as an expat, even if they have a retirement or a pension. It's not that the country they're going to is so unaffordable. It's that they do not know how to manage their money. They're not disciplined. Their level of financial literacy is very low. And so you want to be very careful with that. Hey, how's it going, Josh? And so you need to focus on financial literacy. If you haven't defined it, what it is for you, please go back to the first video. Here on TikTok, just go to Jason Chaney 777 on YouTube. And right there, there's the video uploaded there. It's going to be the 2-goal challenge video 1. And I'll just give you my definition again. For me, financial literacy is understanding, increasing my awareness of how to utilize money as a tool to get the things that I want in life. So that's like, like one of the things I do increase my awareness. I watch videos on investing. I watch videos on stocks. I study stocks here in Zambia. I study stocks in America. I study crypto coins. I study altcoins. Like now I have an altcoin that I'm about to invest in about a week or two. I've been studying it for about 4 or 5 days. I've been monitoring the price and it's looking like it's another one of those that it could do really well. It is it's a educated gamble because there is a risk involved in it. But because I'm getting in at the entry point so low, the risk is very low. Meaning I'm probably going to spend about $100 on it. That will give me more than enough stock altcoins to hit the number that I want to hit, to where if it meet just half the numbers that I'm projecting it to go, I'm selling and I'm finna invest in something else. I'm going to flip that money into something else. But like, I'm not saying that from a position of someone who isn't doing the research and isn't educating himself on it. There's a difference there. And also, look, I'm not telling you the exact coin that I'm investing in. One of the things that I do not do is give financial advice. But two, when it comes to crypto is very volatile. I was making a lot of money at one point in crypto, and I lost a lot of money in crypto when I was investing in Bitcoin mining. Now I don't do group mining pools where I'm going in and investing with other miners. I do solo mining. So like I do it all myself. Is it a higher risk? Yes. Does that mean it's going to take me a lot longer to start solving blockchains? Yes. But will it be worth it? Of course. I have a 10-year projection. I just need to get one blockchain within 10 years. That will gain me at the minimum $300,000. That is worth it. My actual projection goes further than that, but I do 10-year projections in most of the things that I invest in. And so all of that is because I work on increasing my financial literacy every single day. Like yesterday, I spent about 5 hours listening to John Hope Bryant, who I'd highly recommend, especially if you're a Black or brown person. He has a lot of different programs and things out there to help people, especially when it comes to Black people, because we have the lowest numbers of financial literacy in our communities. It's not being mean or being, trying to bring up the race card. It's just the truth. Financial literacy is not something we are taught. This is why you look into, when people be like, oh, how can you just travel these places and you're not afraid? I'm like, I can tell the class of the neighborhood I'm in by the things that are around. If you look at places where the average income is a lot lower, there's two things you're going to always find: some type of pawn store. Well, three things: pawn store, someplace to cash some type of check if your country has checks, and the third one is liquor stores. If there are more than three liquor stores within a 2 block radius, you're in a low income area. That is not that is not something new. It's not something special to each individual country. That is a psychological programming of those neighborhoods. Is to keep those people at a place of financial illiteracy. It is not nothing new. There's government programs that break that down. There's psychological books that break that down. There's been psychological studies that break that down. And also, like, they know it has been psychologically proven based on your neighborhood and the things that they put in there, because we are a part of our environment. Not only do our family teach us, but our immediate environment teaches us a lot into our subconscious mind and program us, that they can predict exactly how many people can actually make it out of those environments. And it's less than 20%. You know, like if you've been following me and you've been seeing me how I talk about the 80-20 principle, but they know when they put enough psychological stressors in an environment, it will reduce that number a lot more. This is where when you see a lot of people like, oh, I made it out, but why can't they do it? It's not in their favor. The probability of a lot of people making it out of those things, even though they're aware that life can be better, your environment teaches you. Your environment programs you. My environment taught me and programmed me. The only difference was, as a kid with me growing up in an environment with drugs and things of that nature and having family members on drugs, it made me despise it. I didn't want anything to do with it. I remember at a very young age, I told myself, I was like, I did not come to this earth to be around these type of people. I didn't like it. It's not saying all of those people were bad, but it was not the type of lifestyle I wanted to live. I did not want to be in fear. I didn't want to have to worry about people breaking into my home. I didn't want to be going to sleep with gunshots every night, all of those different things. And then on top of that, you're dealing with just, grown men sitting outside drinking all day, people on drugs, walking around the street. Like, I remember my uncles, they'll be dancing in the street to music that only they can hear in their ear. No one else can hear it. And it used to embarrass me. I used to be embarrassed about it. But now I'm grateful for it, because those type of stressors psychologically in the communities that I grew up in, it helped me become the person I am today. But the truth be told, there was a lot of people that grew up with me that are nowhere near where I'm at today, if some of them are even still alive. I remember at one point when I went back home, this is after I had visited while I was living in Panama, there was a young girl that I grew up with, and she was on drugs, on crack. And it really broke my heart, because I'm just like, come on, bro. We saw how this ends. We saw where this game go. And I was just like, how could you do this? How could you do this to yourself? Like, why would you do this to yourself? And when I started reading that 80-20 principle book, plus a couple of other psychological books, I realized she didn't have a chance. I was one of the statistics to make it out. You have the statistics that stay in their situation. You have the statistics that make it out. And we need to start focusing on teaching financial literacy. This is why now I've been working on creating financial literacy books for children, doing positive affirmation books for children. We need to start programming them with the proper materials to give our future generations chances. If we keep allowing TV, school, teachers, all of these other people to keep programming them, we're just keeping a perpetual cycle of poverty. And poverty is in the mind. Poverty, the hardest people I've ever seen work are people who are living in poverty. Like, it's really sad, some of the hard work that I see people do, backbreaking work, people just laboring every single day. It is a lot of hard work out there that people do, and they're never going to get paid for their work. Even now, I can go to any store, no matter what country I'm in, you're going to see people working hard, and they're barely making it over the poverty index, if they are. And the thing is, and this is what people don't teach us, and society surely don't teach us this, school is not designed to help us get rich. School doesn't teach us anything about finances. It is so crazy. You can go and get a whole economics degree and they have not taught you how to budget your budget. They have not taught you how to balance your expenses and your income. They haven't even taught you the difference between liabilities and assets. But then you're telling me you're an economist. Like when I see some of these MBAs, people with master business administration or whatever it's called, and then they're telling me like, oh, I know how to do business, all of this. And I'm like, okay, how do you market? How are you going to get your customers? What is your way of building culture? How are you going to do customer acquisition? How are you going to do customer retention? Like, show me. What are you going to do? What is your business plan to get those things done? And they don't have an answer. Now, mind you, I'm a college dropout, proud college dropout. And if I understand this stuff by paying rich people to teach me how they became successful in business, and it was a whole lot less than what people pay to go to universities, why are we paying all of this money in universities? Hey, how's it going, Natalia? And they're not equipping us with the fundamentals to actually be successful. One of the things I keep telling people now is, if you truly want to be successful, go get a book. There are all the information you need to be successful in books. And this leads to today's exercise. I'm going to stay on TikTok for a little longer. YouTube, you get the short versions. If you want the extended conversations, just make sure to go over to TikTok, Jason Chaney 777. So YouTube, TikTok let you know I'm dual streaming right now. I'm recording 2 videos at once. And so today's exercise and why is financial literacy the most important thing is find a financial book for you to read. It can be fiction or fact. It doesn't matter. It can be a long book. It can be a short book, but find a book. If you don't have time to read, do an audiobook. If you can't afford one of these audibles or something like that, go on YouTube and get it for free. Stop making excuses when it comes to bettering your life. I'm so tired of it. Time and time again, people come to me with excuses on why they can't do this, why they can't start a social media channel, why they can't start a business, but they always find a way to make time to go party or go drink. We need to start getting our priorities in order, and we need to start prioritizing the things that we put in order. Meaning, make fun more about learning how to earn more money, and make partying, clubbing, and all of this stuff a little bit less fun. It's a reason why this whole, no matter where you go in the world, within Black culture, you're always hearing, I work hard, I need to play hard. No, you don't. You know when it's time to play hard? When you have the money to do it. Play hard when you don't have to worry about your bills. Play hard when you never have to worry about if you can put food on the table. Play hard when you know your kids' school fees are going to always be taken care of. That is what we need to start prioritizing. It is time to refine our culture. It is time to start creating a new culture, a culture of wealth, a culture of generational wealth, a culture of security and safety. We need to quit living day for day. This whole thing with us as Blacks, where we're going from hand to mouth, it has to stop. We need to go hand to pocket, to our other hand, back into our back pocket, and then maybe 3 or 4 more times. We need to keep circulating it through ourselves before we start giving our money to other people. I'm going to always keep saying this. Every other culture in the world knows the fastest way to get rich is to find something you can sell to Black people. It don't matter if it's Black Americans, Black UK, Black Caribbeans, or Black Africans. If you find something that you can sell to Black people, you are guaranteed to get rich, because every other culture knows we have the worst mindset and practices when it comes to financial literacy. It's just a fact. It's not being funny. I know this isn't something a lot of people want to hear, but it is the truth. We need to start increasing our financial literacy, and we need to start changing our habits. So like I say, every exercise, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing too. So the financial book that I'm reading, you can actually get this one too. Like I say, don't make money an issue. Quit making excuses when it comes to your financial future, and quit making excuses when it comes to the financial future of your children. Find one financial book that you can read. This is the one I'm reading right now, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Here you go, TikTok. Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Now, I've read this book maybe 30 times now. And so I'm telling you that because I want you to understand, read these books over and over. Reading something once, you do not understand what is in this book. Even to this day, after 35 times, I still learn something new every single day. There's financial webinars I watch every single week. I have financial seminars that I go to over and over again, but even though it's teaching the same thing. As you learn something new, and this goes with our brains being neuroplastic, it's called neuroplasticity. Once our brains stretch, as you increase more brain cells around certain individual topics or ideas, your brain stretches. Not physically, but it stretches because there's more brain cells being multiplied. Once you do that and you go back and reread, rewatch, or re-listen to that same thing, you're listening to it as a very new person because you now have increased awareness. This is why financial literacy is the number one goal we all must have. As you increase your awareness around money, you increase the potential of how you can grow your financial freedom. In the beginning, my financial freedom was just me being able to be a homeowner, have my cars paid off. Now my financial freedom is me being able to live overseas. Now I want my financial freedom to eventually become to where I have multiple businesses. I have maybe a yacht or at least a private plane. You can always increase that, but you must first increase your financial literacy. And it's by using neuroplasticity. I know most of us hear about the neuroelasticity, but we need to start understanding neuroplasticity also. And so TikTok, just hold on. I'm going to end up here on YouTube. So for YouTube, if you have any questions or comments, just leave those down below. And make sure if you want to be able to join live or you can ask questions right here on the spot, just follow me over at TikTok at Jason Chaney 777. And just remember this, I'm Jason and success is simple once you know how.